This is me just doing more about the spread. I'm trying to not to use the word here, so let's see if the comments stay on. I just been doing some mathematics about it or laying it out. So here is the house of the elders, and those familiar to the Enochian knows what I mean. These are just ideas, since I think always in a square way, if you say it that with grids and analytical. And here's the old spiral. I thought about it as well, and here we have just like 2 cards trying it out to recreate the dream. And here is something that I felt might be quite interesting, that stuck with me, that it starts to feel quite right, this bit. It is like you have the 3 cards here, and then you have the one stopper here, and I thought if those are the stabilizers, there are 49 tables, and in that system, if you say it like that, so that could be that they are stabilizing, like foundations, and keeping it stable. And then if you have 7 cards here and 7 cards here, that could be the mirroring effect about what is happening in the world in a more esoterical sense. So these are just some ideas what it might mean. And here I took something of D. For him 7-7 was very important. He has 49 tables. I only use the old, I don't use the Golden Dawn Great Reform table. That's the one that's been called evil as well, since it caused some. But I use the old Enochian system, and then you have the 12 houses of the elders, so the number 12 comes back here. And then we have 4 for stability, that I think is important. And then you have each prince who has 6 ministers and so forth. So I'm just playing around here. And here is a little bit of the... I just play that these cards, these things represent cards. And I thought that if I go into a altered state of mind and lay, if I should have so small cards, and so that this could be something with direction. And here are something more about the 3 cards and that, and if it could be that this shows the direction for one way or the other, and here that if it's just a symbol for balance, and I should need a compass for this. If a card lays like this is southeast, southwest, and so forth. I'm very strategic and analytical. And then I found out that I need a new compass. This phone is bad. I used to compete in running in the forest with a compass and a map, military style. So I could really use an old compass, but I don't have that anymore. And then I thought about practicing on a chessboard. I done a strategic magic on a chessboard before. I used a consecrated chessboard, and each week I move one part and that kind of thing. To create stability or remove a drug dealer or something like that they have to move. And then I thought I should really need a big map of the world. And with my eyesight, I thought that should be one that covers the whole wall. So that got too big of an idea. But it was just an idea I had. And then I thought I'd just show you some old methods, how I always used to do this with when coming to the planetaries. And this is just the Planisphere, where you put... Since I haven't lived in a town for so much of my life, so it's hard for me now that when the car lights and the city lights always, you can't see the stars really, but in the nature I could. And you move this around, and here I put it it should be here somewhere on December the 11th, and in my northern atmosphere it would look like this. And you move this for the season and the hours, and oh well, I could move it a little bit. It's difficult with one hand here, like that. So this is the old school that I always took on camping with me. I don't carry a book or anything like that. And then on the planning stage of the Great Ritual, I'm starting on December 21. I'm writing about, since I put everything down that it comes down to short phrases, but since it's for to ease suffering around the world and so on, but I have to be so very careful with what you say, since what is one suffering might be some other's joy, and there is free will, and there is all those things. So just to write it out, I put about 2-3 hours a day on just writing out, and I have 49 tables, and then I have how help can come and how to put it so nobody gets caught up in to get it as stable as. It is always like that in nature, and some things must fall and for others to rise, and I don't want to play with the outcome of the whole world system to cause more suffering, but my feeling why I should do this, it was just to open the gates so that those who ask for help, they can reach out easier. Or somehow that with doing this, that you keep it flowing, open, adding on power for each time you think about it, each time you write about it, each time you want to do it, a change. It causes this link that keeps on. It is like the golden chains coming down from the sky, and you can just grab one and hold on to it, and then there's the free will and so on. So it's, I will be showing how I work with the words soon, but since each angel name in Hebrew also means something specific, and so I try to get it right, and it's difficult when you do it in a different language than your own, so. But then I thought that is perfect, since I have to work extra hard. That means that I charge it up with more power. So that was just some ideas from me. And we really have problems with melting snow and new snow and freezing and so on. So I might not be as regular as always with this channel, but for now, have a magical day. Bye for now.